Hello everyone, I am Prakriti Arora and this is my third task as a data science and business analytics intern with the Sparks Foundation under GRIP Me 21 batch. And the objective of this task is exploratory data analysis in the field retail. From the dataset sample superstore, we have to find out the weak areas where work can be done to make more profit. Now, first, we'll understand what exploratory data analysis is. Exploratory data analysis, or EDA, is an approach to analyze data sets to summarize their main characteristics, usually with visual methods. It is used for EDA is used for observing what the data can tell us before modeling of the task. Now, let's move on to the code. So, as usual, the first step would be to import libraries and then we'll read the data, read the CSV file. Now, these are the first web rows of the dataset. Ship mode segment, these are the columns of our dataset. And let's understand our dataset now. Data.describe function shows only continuous variables. So, which means that postal code, sales, quantity, discount, profit are the continuous variables of our data set. Now, since count of these variables, these columns is same, this can from this we can conclude that there are no null values, and also we can observe here compare the 75% and max values of the columns, almost same. This is quite high, almost same, comparable, but this is again quite high. So we can conclude that in sales and profit the difference between max value and 75% is quite high, which indicates outliers in dataset. Now, since this was for only describe function was for only continuous variables, now we'll check for categorical variable by including all in describe function. Now here we have the ship mode, segment of people, country, city, state, postal code, region, category and subcategory. We have sales, which we saw in the above table. So from the ship mode column, we can see that there are four ship four types of ship mode we'll be examining, and also there are three segments, three unique segments, and region for these are not for us. Categories, we have three categories. This is what we are going to talk all about the presentation, and subcategories we have 17. Now we'll check for the data types. Profit has float 64, discount float 64, int 64, quantity and sales float 64. Since all the data types are correct and no changes are required, so now we'll clean the data. Now we'll check for null values. We already saw that null values, there are no null values in the data set. We confirmed here, no missing data. Now we'll check for duplicate data. This shows that the data set has 17 duplicate datas. These are the 17 items that are duplicate in the dataset. Now we'll remove the duplicate data.drop duplicates, and uh, we'll again check for duplicate. If any, they are zero. Now we'll perform univariate analysis on data. Now the first step would be analyzing segment of people buying from the supermarket. There are three segment of people. This shows there are three segment of people: 5182, 3015, and 1779. These are the exact number of people from the dataset, and for the percentage, we'll divide by length and multiply by 100. So we'll plot the same on the graph and then conclude that almost 50% of people belong to consumer class. This this paragraph shows that almost 50% belong to consumer class and around 30% to corporate and 20% to home office. Similarly, we'll analyze this ship mode for the supermarket. As we already know, there are four ship modes: standard class, second class, first class, same day. So we'll take the percentage and plot it on the graph, and from this histogram we can clearly see that most of the deliveries belong to the standard class. Most of the people order for standard class delivery around 60%, and second first class 20% around. And for the same day delivery, it's very less percentage. Less than 5 or even 5%. So yeah, similarly we'll see for analyzing category of items in the supermarket. Category. There are three categories: office supplies, furniture, and technology. These are the exact numbers. Now we'll plot the percentage on the graph. So from the graph, we can conclude that most of the categories belongs to office supplies in the supermarket, and around 20% belong to furniture and technology respectively. So yeah, now we'll analyze for the subcategories. We have plotted the graph of the percentage of subcategories: binders, paper, and art. So we have envelopes. These are all office supplies, and we have chairs, tables, no, chairs, tables as furniture, and technology. We have appliances, and we have phone, machines. These are the technologies. So from this bar graph we can conclude that 9 to 15% of subcategory falls under office supplies, and 2 to 8% subcategory belongs to technology and furniture. Now we'll perform bivariate analysis. For that, I've plotted a graph, and the consumer represents yellow. For the segment part, we are plotting. So consumer represents yellow, corporate green, and home office blue. Since from the graph we can clearly see the yellow part is more in the profit section. Profit is zero, above zero. So we can say that there's more profit in consumer segment. Now I have plotted the two pivot tables: sales for sales and profit, discount for the variety of discounts. So here we can see that when the discount is 30% or greater than 30%, the profit is decreasing. It's going in loss. The company is facing loss when the discount is greater than 30% or even equal to 30%. And sales are average, and bring profit too. So, from the above two pivot tables, we can conclude that for discount more than 30%, the superstore was going on loss. Here we see the negative values. And for items having discount between 0 to 20%, the sales of superstore was average, not too good, but was bringing profit up to some extent, as we saw here. Now we have plotted the segment, consumer segment. When the discount is 10%, the profit is quite reasonable, and when we see for discount 20%, the profit is still there. And then we'll check for 80% discount segment, consumer segment only. We can notice that the profit is going in loss. Hence we can conclude for all the segments, when superstore is offering discount less than 40%, it's going in profit as depicted by the graphs. And when the discount is greater than 50%, like above we have taken 80% discount, superstore is going in loss. Now similarly for furniture category, we have plotted the data. Discount 20%, we can see profit, a lot of profit. And for technology data, for technology category, when the discount is less than 30%, we can see the profit. But when the discount is greater than 30%, again we can see the loss. Similarly, for office supplies, less than 30% profit, and greater than 30% office supplies, loss. So from the above graphs we can conclude for all the categories: office supplies, technology and furniture, these three were the categories. When discount is less than 30% in items, sales was going into profit, as we saw here. No, this is loss, this is profit. So, and when the discount was greater than 30% items, Superstore is experiencing a huge loss. Now, this is the combined scenario. This is showing the combined scenario of profit of all segments when following discounts were offered by Superstore. So these are the segments and these are the discounts: profit above zero and loss below zero. So here we can see that when corporate um, put up a discount of 45%, a huge loss was faced by the Superstore. And this is profit, this is consumer when 10%. As we mentioned earlier, also we can conclude from this exploratory data analysis that when discount is less than 30% in items, sales was going into profit, and when discount was greater than 30% in items, Superstore is experiencing a huge loss. So we had to find out the weak areas where work can be done to make more profit. So the weak area would be the discount. So if the Superstore offers less than 30% discount on the items, the company would be able to gain a lot of profit. Thank you.